Hello and welcome to another episode of the Wood Heat Workshop. I'm Kathy Craine along with Stu, Todd, and Mark Ackerman of Wood Heat. Now, I know, gentlemen, that you've been in business for like 36 years and still going strong. So tell me a little bit about the history of Wood Heat and where you are today.
Well, you remember the energy crisis in 1973? That was our first energy crisis. Well, in 1975, we did something about that. We pioneered the rebirth of the wood stove. And today, we were out in Pleasant Valley. Now we came to this beautiful showroom here on Route 309 in Quakertown. In 2009, we opened up in Flemington, New Jersey. And now, 2011, we're opened up in Easton. But our main store is down here in Quakertown.
And what a main store it is. Todd, you have done a beautiful job with this. This is one of the largest in Eastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we're proud to have a showroom where people can come and actually see the different models. It's one thing seeing it on the brochure or on the internet. It's a whole nother thing to actually see it in person. You actually experience the product, see it burn, feel the heat.
But not only that, you take the guesswork out of it. I mean, when you walk around here, you can visualize, yes, I want exactly that with the stone, with the mantle, with that fireplace, and you can say, done. You know, we can do it just like that.
And Kathy, our salespeople are trained to look at any of the installation complications that are in the job. We work around them and make sure we find a suitable product that works in your home.
There's so many beautiful choices and options in the stoves. It's great to be able to see the many different varieties and with different backdrops so you can get an idea how it's going to look in your home.
Now, you serve a lot of markets. What markets do you really go into?
Well, Kathy, we are, located in our 3 locations, Quakertown and Flemington. We serve a radius around those of about 35 to 40 miles that we can actually travel to. Anything from Stroudsburg, down towards Philadelphia, and in New Jersey, Warren, Hunterdon, Somerset counties, and Mercer County as well. And
of course the Lehigh Valley and Northampton County, that is a primary source for you.
Yep, this is our home and this is where we've been strong forever, in the Lehigh Valley and, Bucks County, Montgomery County.
Now, tell me a little bit about the lines that you carry. What types of stoves and why do you carry those lines?
Well, Kathy, we carry wood, pellet, coal, and gas stoves and fireplaces. People think of us as wood because our name Wood Heat, but we're actually much more than that. We sell quite a few gas products, gas inserts, gas fireplaces, and new construction, gas stoves to add to an addition. But one of the things that have become really popular today are pellet stoves, and pellet products are the hottest thing out there today.
And why is that?
You have all the great benefits of burning wood. That's a renewable fuel. It's a domestic fuel, grown here, right, in our neighborhood, but in a convenient form. They're little.
You don't have to chop wood.
You don't have to chop the wood. They come in 40-pound bags, easy to carry, clean and neat, easy to store, and gives you the convenience of flipping a switch.
Yeah, thermostat control and easy installation. You can put a pellet stove almost anywhere you can get to an outside wall, or you can vent up through the ceiling if necessary. But it vents like a dryer, so it's very convenient. And
that's a good analogy.
Yeah, and what people really buy them for oftentimes is stay warmer and save money on their fuel costs.
Now, someone who is currently heating their home with, let's say, oil or electric, how's that going to benefit them?
Well, on oil today, you'll save about 40 to 50%, compared to heating with your oil heat in your home. So it's a considerable savings for them. Plus, oftentimes with a central heating system, people just aren't warm in their homes. They're trying to heat their whole home, and so they're turning down the thermostat. And what they really want to do is come to some place they can get warm and comfortable in their house, and that's what we provide.
Yeah, it was my favorite perch in my house is standing right in front of my stove. I spend a lot of time there watching TV or walk in the door and stand right there. It just feels good.
You locate your stove basically where you're reading the paper, watching TV, sitting in conversation. You like to be toasty warm there. When you go in your kitchen, it could be much cooler because you're moving around.
Now, I'd like to take a little bit of time to talk about some growing concerns for some people. And that is the alternative fuel choices. There's a lot of fuel choices out there. Cleaner, burning fireplaces and stoves. Can you tell me a little bit about your pellet stoves, your source for pellets, And what does it all mean to the consumer?
Pellets are, one thing that I said, it's a sustainable, renewable energy. And there, we're actually using waste sawdust to create pellets today. And they also use some green chips that are coming from scrap lumber. The Forestry Service wants to clean trees to prevent forest fires. The lumber mills want to take out the scrap wood that they can't use in lumbering and enable space for the taller trees to grow. And so it's really nice to be able to use a locally grown fuel source. We're not going to Saudi Arabia, we're coming to the backyard of Pennsylvania to get our fuel source. And it's something that also cleans the environment as it grows. As a tree grows, it's taking the carbon out of the air, and it's really storing that carbon to use as a fuel source.
There's also the fact that it's easy to use, like you mentioned, Stu. It's very easy. You don't have to chop wood, right, Mark? As far as the smoke, there is no smoke produced by pellet.
These stoves burn very clean. The fuel itself, we're taking waste wood, which is great. We're burning it, we're drying it, and extruding it into a convenient form. So when you get in this wood, it's dried and it's clean. And when you burn it, it burns very efficiently to the point where there's virtually no smoke. You get a little bit on startup, but after that, when they burn clean, there's almost nothing coming out of your vent pipe.
We're getting pellets from 2 mills here in Pennsylvania. And one mill running full capacity can replace about 8 million barrels of oil.
Wow.
When you burn the pellets, it's burning so clean, even much cleaner than even a regular wood stove. You get a little bit of ash, but just a little bit of ash compared to what you would get out of a wood stove. So it makes it very convenient for maintenance. And you dump a bag in. Maybe you might go in this early spring and fall, you might go a couple days in a bag of pellets. In the winter, maybe a bag or 2 a day.
So it's easy for the gals out there, I'm sorry to say, but the gals to actually maintain a pellet stove versus going out and chopping wood and bringing the wood in. They can actually do this.
If they can turn the thermostat up, like the thermostat, they can burn it.
We've talked a little bit too about, you mentioned this too, Mark, about the pellets are a form of renewable biomass. What is biomass?
Well, biomass is any living product. It could be corn, wood, switchgrass, and different products that are produced by nature that can be converted and to use as a fuel. So in a convenient form, we have the wood pellets, but these stoves are capable of burning corn, and there's other products, switchgrass and black oil sunflower seeds, that can also be used as a fuel.
Yeah, it's nice to have, we sell the Quakertown mount burning, which is a true multi-fuel stove that even is programmable. So when our service techs come out to do an annual maintenance or cleaning, they can even upgrade the fuel tables to burn any fuel that might come out on the market in the future. So you could say it's adaptable, and it can grow with the changing, you could say, fuel sources that are out there today. Pellets, by far, wood pellets are primarily the predominant alternate biomass fuel that's being used both commercially and mostly residentially.
Now, where do you get these pellets at?
You buy them from us, Kathy.
Okay.
But I have to say they are abundant, out there, pellets. That a lot of stores sell pellet fuel today. We sell 2 premium brands of pellets for our customers. So if they're looking for a better source, but a lot of the stoves will burn almost anything today.
And your pellets, now this is not a candy dish that's been sitting on that table throughout the show, but these are the pellets. Now your pellets, why are they different than other people's pellets?
Yeah, different pellets have 2 things that you might mainly look at. You look at the ash content, and you look at the kind of impurities that might be in it. Different impurities do cause more ash, but they can also cause more clinkering in your pellet stove, where it doesn't actually blow all that ash out. The lower ash pellets, it's a lot less maintenance and a lot less work you have to do inside your pellet stove. It just burns better. The good thing is pellet sources are very good today. Most all pellets sold are below 1% ash. That's called a premium pellet. And our pellets are around a 0.25 to 0.45% ash. On our Wood Pellet Company and our Great American are around 0.6%.
Wow.
So it's much less than the standard.
Wow, that's awesome. As a matter of fact, people are wondering, wonder how they make this. Where does it come from? Guess what, folks? We're going to take a quick break right now, and then we're actually going to take you inside one of these wood pellet companies and show you exactly how they make that. All coming up here on the Wood Heat Workshop. Stay with us.